Hi everyone, welcome back to the Storytime family. How are we doing today? Are we having a good day so far? Did you have your daily dose of sunshine yet? Have you been reading many books by yourself? Today we have a book called Hansel and Gretel by Bethan Woollvin. Let's check it out, shall we? Hansel and Gretel. Deep in the forest lived a witch named Willow. Willow wasn't like most witches. She was a good witch who only used good magic. Willow had even made herself a home, entirely out of gingerbread. One day, while out in the forest, Willow spotted a trail of breadcrumbs which she decided to follow. At the end of the trail, she found two children. "We're Hansel and Gretel. What do you want?" demanded the children. "I'm worried these breadcrumbs might lead birds and mice to my gingerbread home," says Willow. "Please, could you help me clean them up?" Hansel and Gretel didn't like this idea, so they left Willow to tidy up on her own. But Willow did not get angry because Willow was a good witch. When she arrived home, Willow couldn't believe her eyes. "Hansel, Gretel, please don't eat my house," Willow cried. "But it's so tasty," Gretel said with a mouthful of gingerbread. Hansel and Gretel must be very hungry, Willow thought to herself, so she invited them in for dinner. While Hansel and Gretel made themselves at home, Willow used her best and most delicious spells to cook up a feast for them all. Unluckily for Willow, when she got to the table, she found that Hansel and Gretel had already gobbled up all of the food. But Willow did not get angry because Willow was a good witch. It wasn't long before Willow had more to worry about than her rumbling tummy. Hansel and Gretel had found Willow's spells and wands and began to play with them. "Please be careful with my magic things," Willow cried. But Hansel and Gretel still would not listen. The magic grew and grew and grew. Wanting the house all to themselves, Hansel and Gretel agreed to get rid of Willow. Gretel pushed the witch into the oven, and the naughty twins carried on filling her home with spells, until it was bursting with magic. It wasn't long before Willow's home collapsed. It was only made out of gingerbread after all. But this time Willow did get angry. Uh-oh. Because Willow was not always a good witch. And that was Hansel and Gretel. You might have heard a different version of this story, but this is pretty interesting, don't you think? If you enjoyed this book and would like to own your own copy, the links to purchase it are in the description below. Do give us a like if you enjoyed this book and subscribe if you haven't. Click on the bell for more stories like this. And we'll see you back here soon. You take care. Bye-bye. hope you're ready to sit down and read now. We have a book called The Angry Monster Within by Patricia Wong. Let's have a look. There lives a little monster deep within. When I get angry, it begins to grin. When I really do not want to share a toy, everything around me, it begins to destroy. No, wait until after dinner, please. When I want a treat and Mom says no, its arms and legs it begins to throw. Dinner time, wash up. When Mom says to wash up before I eat, it begins to whine and stomp its feet. When bath time is over and it's time to get out, it screams, "No!" and splashes angrily with a pout. When it's bedtime and I have to go brush my teeth, it throws itself to the ground and begins to screech. When Dad says it is time to sleep, it begins to yell, scream, and leap. When this little monster decides to appear, I clench my little fist and mumble, "Oh dear." When it's here, do Mom and Dad still love me? I do not like this monster, don't you see? I really need the monster to find a place, so when it gets angry, it has its own space. When I'm angry, I can breathe and count to 3. I can say, "Monster, please calm down and leave me be." I can go for a walk or hug something cuddly. I can find Mom and Dad's arms to hold me tightly. Now that the little monster has its own place, I can snuggle calmly in Mom and Dad's embrace. And that was The Angry Monster Within. Have you encountered the angry monster within yourself? Well, you know what? Everyone does. And that's okay. It's about taking deep breaths and calming yourself down when you need to. Hope you enjoyed this book, and if you'd like to own a copy, the links to purchase it are in the description below. Give us a like if you enjoyed this book, and subscribe if you haven't. And click on the bell for more stories like this. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope to see you back here soon. You read lots of books on your own, and take care. Bye-bye.